Lego has got to be one of the most well-known children toys in the world. And if you've got small children, then you've probably almost certainly spent some time building with it, standing on it, and trying to get it tidied up. Andrew Parr is a Canadian puzzle designer, and he's come up with some amazing puzzle boxes designed and created entirely from Lego bricks. We got our hands on some of these designs. We've got 5 different ones here. They range from the small and fairly simple like this one, the art box, up to pretty big and complex, the booty box, and this one's called Cakes and Pies. Pretty intricate design on that one. They look really fun to attempt. I'm going to try and solve a few of them. I think this one's going to be fairly simple, so let's start off with that one and see if we can crack it open. Before we get to that though, I wanted to introduce to you something I got sent recently, which is this called the Limbo spinning top. So it's a spinning top, but inside is hidden this gyroscope, which aids it and means that it can spin for an incredibly long time. They advertise that it can spin for about 4.5 hours. I've charged this one up, so let's see if we can get some puzzle boxes solved before this one runs out. So, well, let's put this down here out of the way. And first up, I'm just going to take a look at the art box. So that's this one here. Fairly small box, quite minimal in terms of the design underneath here. So let's see if we can crack this open. I think there's a drawer to open, which looks like it's probably going to be here on the front of the box. And then, okay. So one of these pieces actually slides across, and we've got a tool in there. And I noticed some holes on the back here, so I'm going to guess this is what's going to happen. Let's try the middle one. Yeah. And we've managed to release something. Oh, okay, so that's it. So pretty simple little puzzle box. There's a small storage space inside there, but not massive. And it just fits back in there. Push it back. And that's it. So that's a pretty straightforward little puzzle box, not particularly complicated at all. I guess if you didn't find this piece on top, then it might take you a little while, but definitely not a very complicated puzzle at all. Okay, so having solved that one, let's ramp up the difficulty, and I think it would be fun to try and do Cakes and Pies, which is this one. This looks like the biggest and possibly the hardest of the puzzle boxes to solve. So let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna bring in the coffee, might need this. So let's take a closer look at it. First up, we've got these dials on the front here. Each one has got 1 to 6 on it. We've got 3, so possibly looking at a combination lock here, and this looks to be the drawer to open on top. Some decoration on top. Hard to tell if any of this is actually part of the puzzle or not. And fairly plain surfaces around the outsides and underneath. So what are we going to make our first move on this one? I can't remember. I think there's 4 to 5 steps or so on this one, and we've got these pieces here move. Obviously, being Lego, you could end up taking some pieces off, but I don't really want to do that. This one here seems to, it's going to be really hard to see this on the camera, but there's a panel that this one seems to be connected to, so there's a piece about this size that looks as if it's going to potentially lift off if we get something right. That one's stuck in place. I know for some of these there is a little bit of glue used to just stick pieces in place, because I think it'd be really difficult to make them entirely out of Lego and not secure them in some way. So there doesn't seem to be any other moving parts. Sometimes you just find a piece that slides or something. Don't seem to be able to find anything. I guess we're going to need a clue as to what to set the combination to in order to open it. We've got 30 and what position we want to set them to. Sometimes you can kind of hack these just by pushing them and turning them at the same time. I think that would kind of be cheating anyway, but I don't know if we can do that this time. There's a bit of a catch to it when we push it. These will look as if they're just kind of secured to the top of the puzzle. I can't imagine, I don't know if we're allowed to take pieces off. I don't know if that's, let's do it. Okay, so that one looks as if it's just pretty much placed on top for decoration. I probably shouldn't be taking these pieces off. That's kind of cheating, isn't it? But let's see. Don't know if any of these, because there's so many of these pieces on top, I don't know whether they could potentially be hiding something that we need to slide, or there's no sliding that's going to happen here. But we do have to somehow work out what our combination is, so we need something that's got a value to it. Can we slide any of these? None of these are moving. Doesn't seem to be any sound coming from inside either. Always try spinning. Maybe start a new acronym, ATS, for puzzle solvers. Use it in a puzzle solving dialect, ATS. Always try spinning. It is super tempting just to try and take some pieces off, and it might be the case sometimes with these puzzles, I guess, that you might need to take a piece off to use it as a tool, but maybe some of these panels slide. So I'm wondering if somehow maybe the white or the brown pieces on the top here could relate to the numbers. I'm just trying to visualize how it might be that we get a number out of these, or what way we could read it so that we can figure out numbers, or how we split it into thirds. I don't know how that would be done, because this one is not in line with all the other ones. So the other ones all seem to be in a square, and this one is off center. So I don't know whether that is a clue as to how we orientate the box. So I just had an idea, which is think about what this object actually is. It's a pi. Could it possibly be pi? To open it, 3.14. Yes, look at that. And the drawer opens up, so I'm assuming, unless I'm missing something obvious, the code there was indeed pi. And now this piece also lifts off the top, and there's a second little secret compartment just inside there. It's quite dark, see if you can see it inside. You couldn't actually, I don't think, put anything in there, because once you've shut the drawer, it's going to be blocked, but still pretty cool all the same. And then once it's locked back up, if we put this back in, no, we can't put that back in. We need to put that in first, and then lock it back up. Twist the dial, we're locked back in place. So pretty cool. I took a lot longer than I should have to reach that conclusion. I think I used this pi number as a code in something else I was needing to set a code for recently, so I really should have got that a bit sooner. Definitely got to think a little bit outside the box. I don't know if we want to have a look at the mechanism for this one. 3.14, open it up. Little space in there, you're not fitting much in, but you could get a little Lego guy in or something. Quite a fun, clever solution once you think about it, but I'm wondering if we can pop this. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we should. It looks like it's good. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got these pins here and cogs or wheels that turn here, and on those it looks like there's, what's going on? So we've got these little blue pieces that are stuck in the wheel, and that's going to presumably prevent these pins from sliding through it, and those pins are attached to the drawer there. So we've got to line it up. So there's only one hole on each one, so we've got to line it up so that the number gives you the hole at the top on all of them, which is 314. And then if we fit this back on top, those pins will be able to slide through the wheel and open it up. Cool. So, puzzle completed. That took a little bit longer than I would expect. The coffee is empty, but the spinning top is still running. Pretty cool. I think it can go for something like 4 hours, but on a full charge, so it might just keep spinning and spinning all day. The last puzzle we'll look at today will be the booty box. So this one's a very interesting looking puzzle. First up, we can notice that the top here slides a little bit over to the side, so I'm assuming that's maybe where it's going to open up eventually. What looks like a keyhole here, or here perhaps. It's a little, oh, okay. Straight off the bat, we've got a drawer that opens up, and look at this. It's a little treasure map here. So I don't know if this actually applies to this puzzle. Perhaps it's some kind of tool. We've got X marks the spot, and drawer just closes back up again. And I'm assuming got another similar drawer on this other side, but it doesn't seem to be any movement on that one. Okay, so let's have a play around and see if we can find anything else. Do we need to use our map at all, maybe? Or slides over. Don't think we need to put our map back in there at all. I don't know whether this is just a fun little thing for you to find, or whether maybe we got to use it as a tool. Looks like there's something stuck in there. Don't know if we can get that out. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So I know this one has several steps to it. I've got to figure out, I think there's tools to find along the way. I'm guessing at some point we're going to have to find a key maybe to go in here. In fact, it looks like this. Basically, it looks like this piece here with this little cross hatch is going to come in, fit in there by the looks of it. We've got these openings on this side. I'm sure. Here's some kind of rattling around inside. Not sure if that's just a mechanism in there or... Oh, hang on. Did that one? Okay, we're now able to open this other side, which has also got a tool in here. I'm not sure if it was just tipping it upside down there allowed that to open, or... Oh, hang on. Where did this come from? Now we have a little Lego shovel. There's a little sticker on top of that. But we've also got something in here I just can't quite shake out. Let's see if I can wedge it out with this piece. It just seems to be stuck, as Lego will do, in a certain position. Is it supposed to come out? I'm sure it's supposed to come out. There we go. Okay, this is fantastic. Now we've got a map, a little Lego shovel, and this one, which I think is maybe a torch or a flashlight or something. We're all set now to go on our treasure hunt, so maybe that fits in there. No. What else could we be using? A shovel in here, maybe? Maybe if the drawer's open. Oh, don't want to lose it completely. Maybe that one locks out. Maybe if we open the drawer. No. This one. Okay. Ah, I see, look. So we push the shovel in here, and out of this side, see if I can take it out without losing the shovel, is the next tool for us, I think. And is this it? Have we done it? Does this go in here? And no. Okay. I was assuming that was gonna, if the drawers are out. No. Just seems to go in and not really. Maybe this one? Oh, Hang on. Okay, so we're partially able to open it. And I can see inside here is a little golden treasure box by the looks of it. So it locks out here when we push this in. The box opens up, but it seems like we still have a step to solve somehow. We haven't used our torch yet, have we? So what could we do with the torch? Oh, no, okay. And we're open. Maybe it was just tipping it slightly. Ah, okay, there's a little lever here that seems to be just purely gravity controlled, and smashed open the treasure here, and we found ourselves some pirate rum by the looks of it, and a nice little bottle of rum. That's a pretty cool little treasure prize. Wow. What a fun little puzzle box. That's pretty cool. So loads of steps to it. Not actually very challenging in the end, not particularly long in terms of how long it took to solve it, but that was still a pretty fun sequential discovery puzzle. I'm not sure if the torch was used for anything. We didn't use it during that solve, so I'm not sure if we were supposed to or not. And I'm not 100% sure where the shovel even came from, but it appeared. Must have fallen out, I guess, or one of these bits. So, very good fun. I really like this one. And in here, it looks, we've got this pin and we push this. It looks like there's also an elastic band being used here. But I'm guessing this piece here, if you can see it, would fit in here. And then when we lever it over to the other side, that'll be the unlock mechanism. And then we've got the secondary locking mechanism here, which I think is the one that's controlled by gravity. So if we tip it over there, it's locking out at that point, and all we need to do is tip it over to the side and it'll slide right off. Nice. So there we go, some very interesting Lego puzzle boxes today. For me, the favourite had to be Booty Box, but let me know which one you like down below. If you want to check out another video of me trying to solve a Lego puzzle box, it was the one where I was tackling Amazing Puzzle Box, which was a fun sequential discovery one. Or if you want to see me just battling and struggling over some US soccer puzzles, I'll leave a link for that one up there as well. That spinning top is still going though. Hopefully it will be in the next video, and we'll see you there.